Alrighty, so we are live. I just wanted to go really quick over a couple of things. You're probably going to see two videos, but what I've noticed is that this triathlon training, also known as Ironman training, is a lot harder than I thought, in the fact that you have to be dialed in a multitude of ways. You have to be dialed into your nutrition, into your recovery, into your workouts, into your consistency, into your mindset, into breathing properly, into just the whole gamut when it comes to actually doing running correctly, swimming correctly, and biking correctly. Otherwise, you're going to get injured. And then I started thinking about it, and I said, actually, you know what this has to do with? This has to do with being consistent in anything that you do. And the reason being is that if you want to do anything consistently, if you want to actually build a habit, there's really two things. Number one is nutrition. So nutrition is you have to feed your body correctly. If you're not feeding your body correctly, you're not going to have the energy, you're not going to have the enthusiasm, you're not going to have the willpower, your mind's going to be all over the place, it's going to be sporadic, you're not going to want to do it, okay? So that's number one, is nutrition. Number two is recovery. Okay, there's multiple ways around recovery. So recovery to most people means rest, but actually recovery means I trained, how am I going to get better? Or I made a call, how am I going to get better? I did something that I feared, how am I going to get better? I sent out an email, how am I going to get better? There was no response to this ad campaign, how am I going to get better? I actually asked for dollars on something that I want. In other words, say a cause, a charitable cause, but no one's actually giving me money. And you're thinking, why is no one giving me money? And the reason being is that there is no recovery to say, okay, what am I doing right and what am I doing wrong? This is really funny because there's a lot of people that say, I'm single because, and then they blame the other person, or they blame the other gender, or the other sex. They say, I'm single because all the girls now are too masculine, or I'm single now because all the guys, nobody's approaching me. It's like, okay, well, why don't you think of yourself? Why don't you look at yourself? Or this one girl came up to me at the gym and she's like, man, I've been always sick and you produce all these positive messages and everything like that. Well, why are you always sick? Is it how you eat? Are you not recovering correctly? Are you mentally not actually meditating? Are you all over the place? Are you sporadic? Are you on Instagram too much? I filmed a video today that's going to be very powerful in the power of the singular focus. And the power of the singular focus is that a problem for me for many years is that I thought I could do everything. And there's two problems around that. Is that number one is I'm not good at everything. Okay, actually wrapping your ego around that you're not actually good at something it's kind of hard. It sounds easy to a lot of people where they say, well, you know what? I actually can admit that. Really? Can you really admit that? Can you really admit that you're not very good at design, yet you're a designer? Can you really admit that you're not a good closer, yet you're in sales? Or can you admit that you're not really hardworking, yet you want to make millions of dollars? Or you're really not a good husband or father or boyfriend or girlfriend or mother, even though you are one of those? Is that really easy to admit? No, it's not. So if you read Eckhart Tolle's new book, it's called A New World, or A Beautiful New World, or something. I don't know. I actually just re-picked it up and I'm starting to read through it again. And essentially in there, he just goes over your ego. So even if you're not spiritual, it's essentially saying edging God out. So God could be spirit. It could be your intuition. It could be something that you really want to do. God doesn't have to be God in the clouds. It doesn't have to be God as in the universe or spirit or the source power or anything like that. It could be, I really want to do something, but you're edging that out of your life. Okay, you're edging what you really want out of your life. Guess what happens then? I can tell you right now is that it's not fun. It's not fun. You lose confidence. Then you start getting down on yourself. Then you start doubting yourself. Then the consistency starts going away. The consistency of maybe working out, of doing something that you've always wanted to do. Okay? Today's rant really revolves around the two things that I've completely pushed away because I always thought I need to go 100% all the time, always. The problem with that is that there is no reflection. There is no time to look back and say, am I doing what I really need to do? Am I doing it correctly? Can I do this differently? Okay, so you have a marketing campaign over 6 months. That's a perfect amount of time to go, you know what? Am I doing this correctly? Maybe you've been going to the gym for 6 months, or maybe you've been looking to get into a subject, marketing, sales, starting a business, finance, saving money, yet you're really not doing it. Well, are you actually reflecting on what's working and what's not working? Nutrition is the number one thing. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Grant Cardone pushes money. It's not. Number one thing is not money. And the reason being is Felix Dennis, 100 million plus person. He was in the UK. He was a very controversial figure. The problem with him was he died early with a lot of money. You think he's happy? Looking down, can't be here in the physical world? No. Health is the number one thing. You have to get that right. This behind me is protein. There's many protein powders. This is plant-based organic protein, okay? Does it taste amazing? It's all right. Is it probably the most effective to bulk you up? Probably not. But you know what? It's healthy, probably the healthiest on the market, okay? The actual healthiest is eating correctly without the need of that. But for this, because I'm burning through so many calories, I've noticed I'm gonna lose muscle mass if I keep on burning all these calories. That's nutrition. The recovery for me, as I'm Ironmanning this training, is, okay, my legs are pulsating at night, okay? I'm not gonna be able to go hard the next day if my legs are pulsating, okay? I need to recover those legs so I can be consistent. That's how you build the habit. Singular focus, consistency. Consistency is everything. Consistency will give you the outcome over a certain amount of time. You call enough people, you will get a sale. You do enough within an industry, you will get noticed. You will be able to have a successful marketing camp. You will have the body that you want, the relationship you want, the money that you want. So I know this is all a rant. You guys like it, don't like it, but the two things you need to focus on: nutrition, recovery, which is also reflection. Have an amazing day. Enjoy your weekend. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Talk to you guys soon.